Yo, what is happening? I want to do a little breakdown. I'm trying to make my face bigger here. I know you guys want to see me. Not working. I'm going to put myself over here somewhere. Wanted to give a little breakdown of the Ackerman Rockcrusher course here. So, neutral rollout up this first little gradual climb here. And then it's straight into a downhill deep gravel. So, let's kind of take a peek at the warning signs that we got on this course. So at mile 1.9, we got deep gravel. We need to watch for traffic. So after that deep gravel section, straight into an uphill. Looks like a fairly substantial uphill, actually. So make sure anytime there's a technical feature, a more risky feature, you want to be at the front. Especially like in this scenario where you got deeper gravel, downhill. The more people that are in front of you, the more at risk you are of getting caught behind something or getting caught up in something. So you want to be at the front, near the front. It's fine being at the front on a downhill. So make sure you're as far forward as you can be on that downhill section, and even more important because it's going straight to an uphill section. So it can get strung out because of the gravel feet or the deeper gravel feature. And then if someone pegs it on this first hill, you could be out of luck. That could be race over at mile 2.5 or mile 3.1. So 0.6 of a mile climb. You got to be near the front. I know we've talked about this a lot in the other race rundown or course profile rundowns, but I would make sure I'm warmed up and I would make sure I'm at the front because I want to be the one setting the pace on this uphill section. And then it must go into a road, is my guess, since it says watch for traffic. So I'm guessing this little section's a paved section. A little longer descent here towards mile 4, and if you look at it, like a lot of this course has just these little kind of punchy, third of a mile, quarter of a mile, half mile climbs on it. So 8% average for what, 0.3 of a mile? That's going to be hard. So all of these little punches here, they're going to wear on you. And then the biggest feature of the course comes at mile like 10.9-ish. Stair stepper, uphill, net uphill. So max grade it's saying 8.6. As we know, that can always be off. Average grade 3% for a mile and a half. So that is definitely a spot where you want to be near the front. You don't want to be trying to make up ground. We got a downhill into an uphill here. It looks like there's a turn that happens as you start the climb. So things are going to string out on that as well. So be at the front at mile 10.9, okay? Looks like there is an opportunity to chase after that. We got a pretty long net downhill section. So from mile 12.8 all the way to mile 16-ish, net downhill. Obviously some little juts in the road there, but an opportunity to chase if you get tailed off on that longer climb. And then again, just like the climb before, a lot of these 0.3, 0.2, 0.4 mile climbs that are just going to eat into the legs. Now, one of the biggest tips here on the climbs, especially early, don't get caught up in too big of a gear. So shift often. It can be easy on a hilly course to start getting lazy with your shifting, and that can force you into too big of a gear early, which is going to haunt you late. So we want to save the legs as much as we can. We want to decrease the force per pedal stroke as much as we can early, tax your aerobic system a little bit more, and then you're going to have the legs later on in this race to push when it matters, when it comes down to that race deciding move. A little bit longer climb over here as well, it looks like. So half mile, over a half mile, 37.5 to 38.2, so 0.7. Nothing super crazy there. That's going to be kind of that looks like more of a big ring. Well, not big ring, but that looks like a little bit easier of a climb overall. Looks like that one might be paved actually. But near the end, so if we look at this last section, I think this is going to be kind of a key. This is going to be a key spot right here. So starting at mile 47-ish, 47.3, all the way to mile 50, a little over 50. So this 3-mile stretch, we got some, what looks like some steep, punchy uphills, some downhills, more uphill, net uphill, downhill, uphill. So this is going to be what I would see as kind of a defining spot in the course, especially this final kick here. What, 0.4 of a mile, 6.1% average grade, 8.6 max. If your legs are tired by there, that's going to decide it. After that, you got a fast little downhill, it looks like, into the finish. But I think the make or break spot is going to come somewhere between mile 47 and definitely at mile 49. So if you're feeling good, that's when I would start putting the pressure on. Is on these last kickers here. Looks like they'd still have an opportunity to chase before that, so that's where I'd be looking to hit it. Each lap, 53 miles, it looks like 3,400 feet of climbing per lap. So that's going to put you well over 6,000 for the race, which is going to be harder than Oxford for those that did Oxford. There's more climbs on this, more punchy climbs. Many people have said, I've not done this race, but many people have said that this is the most challenging climbing course of all of them. And if we look, we got ruts here at mile 15 on a downhill. So make sure you're going in and looking at this map. Traffic, so crossing a bit busier road, you're going to be on the busier road through here. Watch for traffic, banjos playing, the deep gravel. So go through and make sure you know and you highlight where those features are in the race. This one looks like you're going to hit it twice. The top of this climb, so that's what you go down earlier, so you're going to see it. That's going to be a deep gravel climb, so that's going to be a doozy. So that's going to make that even worse. All right, before this gets too long, that kind of highlights most of the major stuff here. Like I said, you better be in a good spot on this deep gravel section, uphill, hard. That's going to be definitely a make or break spot. So put yourself in a position to be successful. And stay safe, have fun, grip and rip. Remember, chamois time is hammer time.